thought we were missing somebody. Then I realized that Mosel's wasn't here. Yeah, so I'm going to assume that everybody remembers what happened last time because of all the notes.
That's all my notes. I don't know what.
Well, yeah. But
Oh, Stu's got notes.
But just a brief reminder is that currently you all are in the moons of sleep, and you just woken up for your meeting with the level 21 gang in the Mama Fats on the level 21 of Athlon Station. So you're currently just getting breakfast, drinking juice, space juice, and preparing to go to the meeting. When all of a sudden, what's his name?
Can I send a text whilst we're eating breakfast?
Absolutely, but before you do that, Soren says, mentions that he feels like he's coming down with something. His stomach is rumbling, and he says that it might have been the fried flank that he ate last night. That maybe it's making him sick, but he says that it's impossible for him to go on today, and he's just going to be resting in his room.
It is an acquired taste.
Yeah, he says, and then pukes into a bucket, and then goes to his room.
You can just see Carvin sigh very heavily. He's like, my mind is safe today.
Well, he was supposed to be the guy to actually go there.
Yeah, but we all came together, so I'm pretty sure they all know that we're a group.
Okay. Yeah, I didn't remember if it was just meeting for him or for the whole group.
I'm pretty sure the voice in the sky told us it was for the group.
Yeah, the clouds kind of parted, and a voice and a light told you that, they saw you all come in together. So it would be safe to assume that they might assume that you'd be going there together.
I mean, as long as we were bringing the laser pistols, I don't think they would mind too much. It was mainly to sell those to them.
So what do you guys want to do? Do you want to prepare before you go down there, or do you just head down there immediately?
I would like to text Chistkicks and ask him how the pumpkin was.
They text back, it's an acquired taste, I assume.
Well, it's pumpkin. It's raw pumpkin. It is an acquired taste to have it raw.
They also text back, I made the rest of it into a pie. It makes it a little bit more edible.
Whatever he's into. Or they are into, I mean. I don't think we actually had any other plans to really set up for this. I think we're just gonna go there. There's no one anything needs to buy, is there?
Just go in and wing it. Pretty sure I do not have enough credits to even go buying anything, so...
Really? You got paid like 200.
Oh.
Remember that was when we went to Chistkicks, they gave us all 200 each.
I spent a lot of it on fine accommodations and such.
What's with the numbers? Goose?
It's the serial numbers of the laser guns.
Oh, okay.
If I remember correctly, there were 2 of them.
No, there should be 4, but I'm keeping one of them for myself. Because I have a normal pistol. I think a laser backup would be nice. There should be 3 others, but I think Jax wanted one as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it would just be selling 2 of them.
Yeah, okay, that would be the first set of numbers. Okay, so you guys head down to the lower levels of the station, and you come to the familiar bodega, Mama Fats, and walk in, and you see the old lady kind of take note of you, and she kind of ushers you into this back room. Let me see here. Yeah, you're escorted into this room in the back of the bodega. where you can see it's kind of a desk, and there are some bodyguards to the sides of the desk, and then sitting by the desk, you can see a small Yosoki fella who has kind of an imposing presence, and he looks like this.
Well, you said imposing, and then you showed me that picture.
Mickey is really letting himself go.
I mean, he's got a cyborg eye and a gun, and I don't know. He's picking his tooth with a skeletal hand. That's super creepy. And he looks all of you up and down before jumping down from his seat and walking over to a nearby a bar area, kind of a table with bottles and glasses stacked. And he pours each of you a shot of clear liquor and hands it to you all before sitting down and saying, "So, I hear you're wanting to fence some stolen goods."
I would like to crack a joke. Do I have to roll diplomacy?
I mean, you have to tell me the joke.
Basically, Jack's Carvin's going to say, "I've got to hand it to you. You definitely treat your customers right."
I'm sorry, did you cut out there?
Did I cut out?
A little bit.
I think so, yeah.
I didn't cut out.
Carvin is going to say, "I have to hand it to you. You treat your customers well." Making a note.
And that's... Wait, that's the joke?
Yeah, because he has a skeletal hand. It's a pun.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I did not get that. Okay, yeah, make me. No, you don't have to. He kind of cracks a sly smile and says, "It's a trait I picked up working my way up to the top. If you don't treat your customers right, how do you expect them to treat you right?"
I was kind of turn to the group. I make it kind of obvious. I'm trying to make him hear it. And it says, "I like this guy already."
And yeah, he cracked a smile at that too.
I guess I'll neck the shot.
What? Neck the shop?
The shot? You said he poured us all shots.
Oh, yeah. I'm sorry, I was not familiar with the term neck.
No, basically just drink it in one.
Yeah. It hits you like a hammer to the face because you immediately recognize it as bathtub moonshine.
Jesus.
Just like Mama used to make.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. Make me a diplomacy check.
Yeah.
Just me?
Yar.
Yarp.
He seems his disposition changes a little bit. He seems a bit friendlier. So, the wares, you're trying to sell something.
I'll just look towards Jax. Yes, our fine man here has them.
Yes. I retrieved the still waking up, stupid time changes.
It was 2 laser pistols.
Yes, the laser pistols. I carefully retrieved them from my bag.
Okay. He says, "Ooh, yes, these are fine make. Stolen goods are not especially easy to sell here on the station. What with the strong security presence, I probably fetch about 100 credits, and of course we'll be taking our cut. 100 credits for each of the pistols, and of course my organization will be taking a cut of that, so that'll leave maybe 60 for each of you." 60 credits per pistol for you, and 40 credits per pistol for us.
Does anyone in the team have appraisal, or this system's
appraisal is all worth, but engineering is.
Appraisal is probably in some.
It's rolled into whatever knowledge skill is related to the item in question.
That
how
would,
I've seen it done.
I guess engineering.
Anybody in the group an engineer? Oh, there we go.
Yeah, so you know that sorry. You know that Jax, you know that the pistols are worth 350 credits, or that's what you would purchase them in a store. But if you were to try to fence them yourselves, you would be getting 35 credits for them.
I slide the pistols across the table to him. It sounds equitable.
Excellent. He kind of takes the pistols and puts them in a drawer he conveniently had open. And then he says, well, then, if there's nothing else, my assistant will... I mean, I guess you don't need any help finding the exit. It's like 2 doors, but, I mean, if you want any help, I mean, my assistant can
But one
show
other
you.
thing.
Oh, sure.
Well, I was wondering if you have any opinion on the what you call them. Oh God, what do you call them?
Is it one of the gangs?
Yes, the gang. The
Level 21? Or the undersides?
the other ones.
Downside Kings.
Downside, yes. Not
Downside Kings. Yes, thank you.
An opinion. They're kind of douches. Like, that's my opinion on it. They're not nice guys.
Don't suppose you have any. Gosh, I should not be talking this asleep as I am. Give me a second here. I don't suppose you got any idea what they might have been doing at Dock 94 the other day.
Ooh, that's an interesting question.
It was quite the experience, stepping off our ship and having these fellas shooting at us. Now, I'm new around here, so I'm hoping that y'all being more familiar with the place and the goings-on might be able to shed a little light on this for me.
Well, I mean, since we are to do business together, I suppose I could help you with a little bit of assistance.
Appreciate it.
Well, as far as I understand it, as far as my gang is concerned, it was the Downside Kings who started that whole mess. And it was they. I think, I'm not sure who that guy was, but it was probably the Downside. It was the Downside King, sorry, that killed that dwarf, whoever, that died there. But we were only there to oppose the Downside Kings. We knew shit was going down, and we were there to mess with them.
So y'all like rivals or something?
I mean, they were hired by somebody, and we were hired by somebody to protect those that we were hired by from them. Yes.
So they was hired, and y'all was hired, and y'all protecting someone from each other.
I mean, we were hired by the Hardscrabble Collective, and we're supposed to protect them from the Downside Kings. Because apparently this big mining place hired the Downside Kings to screw with our clients.
Wow.
How do you know that?
That's some downright dirty business right there.
Oh, you said it.
But yeah, like my associate asked, how on earth do you know this?
Well, I mean, a man of my stature doesn't come into this position without a web, a network. I'm sorry, did you say something there?
Nah, I didn't say none.
Okay, then. You better not have. A man of my stature doesn't come into this position without a network of information feeding to him. It's not especially unusual for one gang to know of the goings on of another.
Well, I suppose there is some truth to that.
All right then. So, we cool?
Oh, Jack's got the lead on this.
Oh no. Well, reckon we is.
Cool. So, like I said before, if you're having any trouble with the gettings out of the place, leaving through the doors or whatever, my assistance is more than happy.
I think we can find the door. It's pretty clearly marked under safety regulations there, so
I mean, yes.
No worries.
All right then. I catch you guys on the, on the station side.
Before we leave, is there any faster way we could contact you? It's a bit of a hassle to have to go through the cashier.
Well, we do have burnout phones that we keep for such an occasion, but those are only to be used when you need something fenced. Otherwise, we're just paying for burnout phones, and then it's costing us 7 credits a pop when you call us, and we're a business, so we got that. But otherwise, you have to come down here.
Well, we might have some more business with fencing with you in the future, so we might require one burner phone, if you're having to let one go.
Cool beans. Yeah, like I said, we have a collection of burner phones. Here is the contact information for one of them, and after you call that one and we throw it in the dumpster, we give you the number to the next one.
All right, I'll make a note.
It's a complex and expensive system, but it works.
Do you want to give me the number, or are you just going to say I have it?
You have the number.
Okay.
I'm not... It's like that.
yeah, I understand.
Okay, so you guys leave the bodega, and you are now outside the bodega.
Well...
should we go somewhere a bit more discreet to talk instead of outside of this place?
Yeah, I think that would be best.
So do you guys want to head back to the Moons of Sleep, or do you guys just want to head to the nearest alleyway?
Let's go back to Moons of Sleep. It's not that far.
Yeah, I suggest Moons of Sleep as well.
Yeah, you guys plop back to the Moons of Sleep, and you're in a private booth. You can hear somebody next to your booth is actually the bathroom, and you can hear somebody going to town on the bathroom, and you can actually hear that it's Soren, and he sounds like he's having the struggle of a lifetime with a demon inside his body.
He'll get over it. You say it's a private booth. Can any of us roll a check to see if it's been wired or there's cameras anywhere?
Perception.
Wait, I'm sorry, I missed some of that. Can you?
You say
yeah, the booth. There's you can make me a perception check. Yeah.
Looks good to me.
Paranoia, activate. Damn it.
Well, it's a hotel that's home to several different guilds, one of them being thieves. I would think they would have information brokers who want to listen in on everything.
I mean, yeah, this is specifically a private booth for private conversations. They're not going to risk alienating their clientele just for a bit of information. They specifically say
they might.
I mean, as far as you can tell, anyway, it's not wired in any way.
It's good enough for me.
Yeah,
I am new in town.
So, one piece of information from talking with him, well, from Jack's talking with him, they said Hardscrabble hired 21 to protect Hardscrabble from the downside.
Well, specifically to protect Derv or Creel from
No, they sorry, they said just to protect the Hardscrabble, and Jabax actually mentioned that he didn't know who Durowar was. Like, he had no idea.
Yeah, he just said that they killed, well, the downsides killed the dwarf. And they were there as, like, retribution or something. Or just because they knew the downsides were going to be there, they just didn't know why.
Okay.
However, we do have, well, somebody kind of had the rumor that, well, there's a lot of, we kind of have like a loop of information where Astral Extractions were apparently hiring Hardscrabble Collective to find stuff, but then Hardscrabble Collective don't like Astral Extractions, and then level 21 is being there to like protect Hardscrabble.
On the downside, Kings.
I don't know. Ava, Shylock, you got any input? As fireworks go off in the background.
Oh my.
Well, if Downside was hired by Astral Extractions, there's bound to be a paper trail.
Yeah, we're assuming that it was a above-board hiring.
Communicate in some way, shape, or form. And most files can be found even within a computer if someone believes they've been deleted.
Unless they're really good at computers, it's always going to be there, even if they do delete it. Yeah, we need a jacker. Where's the jacker at? So do you guys want to potentially try and investigate Astral Extractions before we do anything with the Downsiders?
I think that would be prudent. Well, alright, so let's lay it out. What do we need from the Downsiders? We already know how they're involved. We know that they've been hired by the, well, we've been told that they were hired. We don't know for certain, but things are pointing in the direction of them being hired by these people for specific purposes. So which one do we need to focus our efforts on?
Well, if the Downside Kings were only hired by Astral Extractions, supposedly, they might not know the reason why they were hired to do anything. Just that go there and kill the dwarf if that's what it was. So going to them, I don't know what it would confirm.
We've got confirmation to a degree at this point. What we need now is evidence. If we want Astral Extractions to be payment, if they're the ones that called the order to murder our member, then they're the ones truly guilty. So we
should be focusing on them because
we still need
Kings are just lackeys.
We're the ones that pulled the trigger. So if we're going to prove that Astral Extraction had anything to do with it, we need proof that the Downside Kings were the ones that got orders and payment was transferred. I'm saying if we want them down, I'm trying to think of this as building a case. Right now, we have can be used as a witness for testimony, which we have a contact information to a burner phone that I'd like to save if we can for when we need to rendezvous with him for such an event.
I'd like to have some inventory to actually sell to the guy, though.
Yeah.
About taking him in. You want to keep selling to the Underlord?
Well, we want to keep in our good graces so that if we do need information, he's willing to give it. and right now he possibly has the most leads. Many from what he said that he has a lot of friends in the underworld, since he should, because he's a part of the gang. Like, if we ever feel lost, we should be able to have something to sell to him and then ask him for another lead. Now, the problem is how are we going to get information out of astral extractions? Like, what do you guys with computer knowledge have to do to get into their systems to get your evidence?
Just need physical access to the system.
Is that going to be simple? Can you just like go into someone's secretary office, or do you need to go to the actual server room?
It's easier when you get access to the server.
Do we know if astral extractions house any tours?
Well, a quick trip to the Google Sphere reveals that they don't have an actual, like, they don't have a touring system. They're more of a kind of how do you say, like a faceless, nameless corporation, kind of like that. The only thing you can see on their like website, I guess, would be trying to get a meeting with somebody. That's something you could do to discuss business with them.
And they're mostly about mining and such. Unless we can approach them as a member of one of these gangs, we kind of have to get a good story to actually get them talking so that you guys can do what you need to do.
It'd be easier to get into the Downside Kings area, or
no, for astral extractions. Like if the people, well, Jax tells us that we can't really just waltz in or do what we please. We have to make an appointment, and I'm saying we need to have an appointment last long enough so that you guys can get what you need. So we need to have a sort of alibi or story to go on. So I'm saying two of our options are we put ourselves up as some of these gang members who maybe want to sell ourselves out or talk about another meeting, or we do something along their mining kind of stuff, like we have information, or we have like an asteroid that means mining or some sort. You could also just be journalists of sorts and go in for an interview. That could also work.
To interview of them for a local business magazine.
Yeah, we could say
insights into their aggressive negotiation tactics.
Or we can try and paint a good light on them, try and get the bad media off of them. They might be more willing to have an interview on that kind of like background aim, instead of just saying, hey, we want to talk to you about all these bad things, instead of, hey, we want to talk about how great your place is.
That could certainly work.
At that point, it might be a good idea to actually get friendly with an actual journalist to bring with us. In case I slip up, since this is a new place to me.
sounds like there's a lot of controversy going on between the two corporations. So if we go in as journalists, just be aware that their defenses will be up.
Yes, this is why it's going to be a bit hard to get them understanding of us, since we have so many rumors about astral extractions and their dealings with both gangs and Hardscrabble, even though like two of those entities do not like them. Ava, would you be able to give any ideas or input into this?
I would imagine the journalist route might work. And it does depend how astral extractions reacts to journalists in general.
Well, they've been on the news a lot, haven't they?
about Ava's. I mean, Ava, you are a scientist. Do you know anything about asteroids? Could you describe to them one that might be of interest if we went with the idea of being a mining crew looking for a corp?
Well, I know some things. Kind of depends where that would land, knowing about asteroids.
I mean, all we need is some things long enough to get them talking. I mean, you and I can be in the meeting where Jax and Bolt are actually off on their own trying to find information.
I suppose it could work.
It's all going to come down to actually when we get there, if the plan will work or if the layout of the building is going to be too hard to do this kind of route.
I think the only flaw in meeting with Astral right away is that we don't know which officer was handing out the rumors are true, and Astral was the one who set out the hit. We don't know who it was that set out the hit. Correct office would nigh impossible.
So we should go to downsides first and figure out who their contact in the Astral Extractions was. Who to look for within the company.
Yeah, that could work. It'd definitely make it a bit easier to do the astral side of things. However, we might not have a lot of time with the downsiders since, well, they got a good look at Bolt's face, as well as Soren's, but I don't know, those guys are dead, so they might not even know who we look like, as long as they don't have the video feeds.
Which I would imagine they do. No reason to imagine they wouldn't.
Shylock's a little aghast. You have no faith in a planetary defensive system? I don't know what they're called here. The police force.
Well, they only got there after the battle had ended.
I know.
You would think a dock.
Played a straight laced guy in a while.
You'd think a dock would be one of the more defended places with guards on hand, rather than having to wait about 10 minutes until they get here. I don't care about traffic, Mr. Overcom Man. Yeah, we could. How are we going to get information from the downsiders, though? Is that just going to be us talking, or would you think it would be best to actually hack their systems if they have any? It's a nightclub, so it depends on what they have there.
Well, if you can get, we can buy a. If we can buy a device that would allow us to, from a remote position, my computer is set up with a module. All it has to do is be assigned to such an item, and then all that item has to do is get plugged into one of their computers, and we could hack it remotely.
So you just need a router of sorts. Do you already? You said you need one of those. Do you know how much it's going to cost?
Oh, looking at this is the player now. I'm looking at the computer, like the rule book, and I don't know what that item would necessarily be. I just know that I specifically installed the module into my computer and have it blank but ready to go to get assigned to something. Mr. GM, what will we have to do?
God, I'm not especially knowledgeable about the hacking skill. What I imagined was a mechanics drone that would be able to remotely hack, but I don't know that there's I'm not so sure that you actually have access to anything that gives you remote hacking capabilities. But I'm not entirely sure.
Well, if you've taken the module that says you can, I'll just assume we need just to buy a USB and just hook it up, and then you be outside.
Like, what is the module? Can you tell me what page it's on? Like the
yeah,
text?
that's it is on page 215. I have, so you get to put in I put in a module which was, where is it? It's basically 10% of the cost of whatever you are, allows you to remotely control a specific like item up to a set amount of like whatever it's worth in credits, like 10% of whatever it's worth in credits. You add that onto the cost of the computer, and that module's put in there. So I have a module that's blank slate. It's ready to get assigned to something, and it's up to an item up to 1,000 credits worth. And I got the upgrade for to communicate with that said item up to a mile away. It's a very expensive computer. That's where most of my money went.
I mean, if that's the case, I could probably talk my way through to a computer. I'll assume they have them in the back room. I've not exactly been to many nightclubs where they have a laptop up front, unless the cashier itself is a laptop or a computer. Might be analog, I don't know. Never been to this space station.
Okay, so it just straight up says that if you are within this set amount of distance, which is 1 mile, you can spend. What does it say? No, it just says that you can hack it if you're within this range. Like, you don't have to be physically connected to it.
Well, that'd be nice.
Like, that's how I'm reading into this. Like, if you have this upgrade, you can do this stuff within this amount of range.
I'll assume that if somebody's looking at it, they'll see it happening, though. I'm just assuming. I don't really know.
Well, so under the range thing, I guess that's the next page, 216. It says a computer that controls. The range upgrade provides a secure remote connection to a device which allows it to be controlled from a distance. The example was a computer that controls a comm unit can use that comm unit to send and receive messages, but cannot use it to control devices.
I'm also reading up on, like, there's something about the hacking kit, which says that you can use the hacking kit to access a computer without using a user interface. But this requires you to either have physical contact with the computer or to make contact through an infosphere or similar network that is linked to the computer. So
yeah,
like,
there we go.
If I'm reading this correctly, it literally says if your computer and that computer is linked to the same internet, you can hack it.
I mean, it's how the real world works.
If you have a hacking kit, that is.
Well, he's got a module that does something similar, though.
Hacking kit.
Raw, like as raw. It says hacking kit.
Where is the hacking kit? Level can we
find? A toolkit. 20 credits. I'm gonna go out and buy a hacking kit, I guess.
You have successfully bought a hacking kit.
Well, that was easy. How much was it, sorry?
20 credits.
Do you want me to chip in?
Nah, we just got paid.
Alright. Is it a one-time use, or is it forever?
I've already got a unnamed, unlisted toolkit there, so I guess that's a hacking kit that I already bought.
Yeah, you can just say that's a hacking kit.
So, all we need would be the Wi-Fi name, I would guess, or is it just like the internet itself?
I I don't know enough about the infosphere and all this shit. I would assume that they're just connect. No, I would assume that they'd had their own like internet, not their own internet, sorry, but their own network.
Yeah,
that they would be
their own
connected
Wi-Fi.
to. Yeah, and you would have to get access to that through like some proximity to the source. So like you would probably have to physically go down to the place and, if not stand just next to it, maybe go into the house.
Well, it's a nightclub, but yeah.
I mean, yeah, the building.
I mean, we can always just, well, we can go as a group. It's a nightclub. What type of nightclub? I don't know if we actually got information on what type of place it actually is.
It's like a rave kind of dealio.
So it's going to look weird if somebody brings out a laptop.
I mean, it's not super weird if somebody, like, you're not bringing out a laptop. I think you're just bringing out a data pad, and that's not like super weird. Most people use data pads for all kinds of stuff.
All right.
Yeah. Well, mine's a computer.
Yeah. Well, a computer might just be a datapad in these times. It might not actually be a full-on laptop thing.
I mean, yeah, that's how I'm picturing it.
Computer complexity does, like, you can get miniaturizations of computers in this, and then also like the higher grade of computer you have, the heavier they are by like a lot, unless you get miniaturization. So it does seem like, and at a certain point, you actually can't computer unit around. Like I think like even tier 3 or something, you can't carry it unless you buy the upgrade to make it smaller. I'm just letting you know. I looked into this when I was making my character. We need to get into a certain distance, or what exactly do we need?
Well, it seems like you just need to connect to the internet, so the distance would be whatever their Wi-Fi range is, which is normally just like a couple feet away from the building itself.
Okay, so let's get going.
Yeah, we can go to the outside, see if we can find the Wi-Fi outside and do it from there.
Yep.
Right.
Okay, give me just a second. Just checking if it's... Yeah, we should be good, I think.
This is when the adventure path has no idea what computers are.
I'm just checking if the map is going to screw me or if it's good. So I'm going to switch over in just a sec. Are you guys seeing something you're not supposed to see?
All I see is darkness.
Good.
I see anything?
Yeah, that's what you're supposed to see.
I see a blue corridor, but that's what I'm in. If you want to know if your lighting works, yeah, the lighting works.
Yeah, I just want to make sure because I've had situations where I plop everybody in and it turns out my lighting didn't work and everybody saw the entire map.
I've had that.
Unfortunate.
As well as players walking through walls.
Yeah, I restricted movement for that reason.
Oh, that's cool.
Yep, it works.
Okay. So, yeah, so you guys are, well, you're not entirely here. I'm just using this map to represent the building, but this would be the building. It's kind of, let me see, it's about, what is it? It's about 160 by 80 feet, and it's essentially just a box, a square box of metal. There are no windows. There's one small ventilation shaft, maybe big enough for a droid to go through, but nothing else. And there are no visible windows, and you can pretty much hear and feel the thumping of the music and the dancing from inside.
Boy.
Alright, so I guess the computer guys, see if you can find the Wi-Fi.
Yeah, I'm gonna see if I can pick up the Wi-Fi from out here first.
So you can't pick it up. I'm not imagining, like, this is not the position I'm imagining you being at. I'm imagining you being maybe behind the wall in this kind of direction, so the guards are not visible to you.
Yeah.
So you're not picking up the signal, but you do notice that there is a signal around this area here. Are you all seeing the little circle I'm plotting down?
Yeah, I can see it.
Okay.
Yeah, at around this area, you can see a very faint signal. You'd have to get a lot closer to that place to actually...
That's a small Wi-Fi area. I guess it's for a personal room.
It's a very personal. You can, like, there is another, like, there's just the infospheres, everything else, and then there's this personal network that's just within this area here.
Yeah. I guess it was too hopeful to think they'd have the Wi-Fi at the entire club. Does this... Well, I take it there's no line out front waiting to get inside.
I mean, no, there isn't a line exactly. There are just people. Like, there are people walking in and people walking out. The people that walk in are kind of stopped first, and then you see some of them maybe take out a knife or maybe a gun and put it on a table next to the. There's a desk, and you can see there's a table next to him filled with weapons, and the people are kind of taking out their weapons and putting it on the table, and then they're getting searched, patted down, and then, like, once they've been cleared, they're let into the club.
I look to Bolt. I need to roll diplomacy. Can you open up a compartment to place a gun inside of yourself?
It's gonna be a little more complicated.
Oh boy.
Alright, hold on.
I actually did look at this as well. I saw there was like bionic arms and stuff. You could have compartments, but I thought, no, I won't need that.
To be fair, like, I looked into that as well, and the problem that I had with the compartment is that the only thing it does is it gives you a +2 to your sleight of hand check to hide your weapon.
What?
Which I think is kind of lame, but whatever.
I thought it was a lot better than just a +2. I thought it was just like, well, I know they did say like the skin would go into your arm and like it would cover up the seam, so it would just give you burn. Yeah.
Yeah, like I would have assumed that it would be just like, well, it's fucking invisible. They can't like, what are they gonna do? Rip out your arm and fucking find that shit? But, yeah, no. Apparently, it's just like, oh, you get a +2. Like, oh, okay.
What would be the check to hide an item on my body? Would just be sleight of hand?
It would be sleight of hand, yeah.
All right. Well, I would like to do that for myself. I don't know if anyone else can do that with their weapons. Jax had an assault rifle or something, didn't he? Or a big weapon?
Like, yeah. So for small weapons, like for smaller weapons, you just make a straight up check. But for a bigger weapon, like a baton or an assault rifle or a sniper rifle, you'll be making a check with a lot of penalties because, like, you know, it's a fucking sniper rifle. Like, it's not going to fit in the fucking your pants or whatever.
I don't know. He might have some very big, baggy pants. So I would try and do that with my knife and gun. I don't know what you guys want to do, or if you want to tell me to not do so.
I can't do it.
You can't do it? You don't have sleight of hand at all?
Nope.
Oh, okay, then.
I mean, it's trained only, and I don't have anything in it.
Alright, Shylock. Let's see. Oh, I don't have any such compartment.
I think maybe sleight.
Sleight of hand is trained only. It's a good thing I put a skill in there.
Then I go, although, and then try and hide my own weapon.
Carvin, you see this intricate series of sign language come from Shylock, and you're pretty sure he's telling you to buy some synth alcohol, and then he might be a little looser with his tongue.
Alright, I looked at Bolt. I'm going to say something probably insensitive. Are you low on fuel, buddy?
Sorry?
You asked for synth fuel, synth stuff. You running low on fuel?
Don't recall saying something like that.
Oh, okay. It just looked like it, and you're replying a bit slowly, so I didn't know if you were running a bit low on the old electrolytes. All right. Do you want me to roll a check for both my knife and my gun?
Yeah, make me a check for each of them.
All right. Gun, knife. Oh yeah! I put the gun in the knife, and the knife somewhere you don't see it.
So as you all are discussing this stuff and are kind of putting your various weapons in various compartments and orifices, you kind of notice a person walk up to the guards, and they kind of very clearly have some sort of weapon hidden in their pants. And they don't give any weapon up, and so the guards kind of search them over, and they immediately find this weapon, and as they do, they pull up their pistols and shoot this person square in the chest, and they immediately fall to the floor dead, and the guards kind of drag their body further into the alleyway.
Can we get inside whilst they're dragging the body?
I'm sorry?
Can we get inside whilst they're dragging the body away?
You can try. If you want to, you can try to stealth by them as they drag this body up by. Like they're dragging it in this direction here.
Alright, I'm gonna try and stealth this because I want to get in with my guns because it's full of downsiders.
Yeah, I'm on that.
Okay, so anybody who's going to be trying to stealth in, I'm going to move these guys.
Oh, Bolt, buddy, why?
They're about here. And okay, well, they're going to make their perception checks now. Let me see here.
Even the soldier does better.
Technomancer, thank you.
You're a guy with a big gun. You're a soldier to me. And I don't know the class names yet.
20, man. That's...
Oh, man.
Now that is not fair. I'm calling house.
Okay, so
one of them doesn't see you.
Well, no, one of them, the one with his back turned, does not see Jax sneak in, but the Vesk does, and he sort of calls out to his buddy, "Sneaks!" And he pulls up his pistol.
I roll a roll bluff.
Okay, roll me a bluff.
Sure.
Wait. First, say what you're going to say, and then roll me a bluff.
Okay. Since Bolt's with me, is Bolt in front or behind me?
You're kind of. Let me see. So you're kind of like this. I'm going to say that Bolt was ahead of you because he got such a poor result, and you kind of used his body to hide.
All right.
A little bit, and I'll say Jax was maybe like. Maybe like hiding in the shadows. And Ava, where were you when all of this was going on?
I was staying behind, just looking at them going, all right.
Okay. Okay, but yeah. Okay, so this is the position of all your characters. So what do you want to say?
All right.
Who are pulling out their weapons?
Well, well, it's not more what I'm saying to them. It's more what I'm going to do with Bolt. Since we're kind of like sneaking, I assume we're like kind of crouched down.
Yeah, you're kind of crouching, kind of prowling. Yeah,
I know what I'm gonna do.
I'm so suspicious. That's how bad my roll was.
I'm
literally like it's kind of like the Pink Panther when he's sneaking around, making incredibly exaggerated movements.
All right. I'm basically gonna get behind Bolt, put my arm around him, and hopefully he knows it's me. I'm going to throw him to the ground and start shouting, "You damn synth, that's my credits!" as I fake punch him in the face.
Boy.
While he's making a distraction there, I'm going to use holographic image to...
Yeah!
the image, perfect image of a level 21 ganger over here somewhere with the purple. And use that to distract...
Is that how? I have no idea how holographic image works, but it has a range and you can do it immediately.
It takes one action, has a 440 foot range because it's 400 foot plus 40 foot per level, and
is it like does the holographic image make a check, or is it opposed by something that I do, or is it just
will to disbelieve?
Will to disbelieve. Okay.
Oh, come on, man! I got my good bluff on and everything.
What's the
non-lethal damage?
What's the DC on that?
16.
16. Okay.
15 for.
Okay. Ooh, wow! Their will is not high.
Oh, thank God!
There's two of them. There we go.
Fuck. Okay. So they. Oh man. Okay. So you kind of.
The hologram running off the stage left there.
Yeah. Okay. So the hologram is about here. Okay. So you make this hologram, and the this guy here who has his back turned to you all, he screams out, "Level 21er!" And he brings out his pistol immediately and starts shooting the hologram as the vest kind of approaches you guys, having thrown down Shylock, and is going to confront you about that. But before he does, Jax, you could take this opportunity to sneak into the club unseen.
Yoip.
Slurp. I'll get to you in just a moment after I deal with this. So yeah, the vest kind of approaches you, and he goes like, "What the hell is going on here?"
Do you want me to roll damage for Shylock first, or not?
Just roll me a 1d3.
Alright, there you go.
Yeah,
wow, this is kind of awesome.
Yeah, it's non-lethal. I don't want to actually hurt the man. I'm just trying to like make it come off as real.
Okay, it's pretty convincing, yeah. But he's still very confused, and he's very aggravated about the whole thing that just kind of went down. And he just goes, "What the hell is going on here?"
Carvin just kind of like holds onto the shirt of Bolt, and he just looks up to the other guy. It's nothing. This guy, he didn't pay for my drinks. As I try and act drunk.
You were in our club and you didn't pay your bill. And he kind of starts leaning in with his imposing figure.
No, you guys were the next on the list. It was the one down the road.
He sort of, Shylock, what are you doing in the midst of all this? Are you just lying confused on the ground?
just looking up really stone-faced the whole ordeal.
Well, he's having a different type of poison than I am.
The Vesk is going to just kind of say, like, "We don't take kindly to thieves." And he is going to punch Shylock in the face as hard as he can.
Damn.
Ava's just around the corner and probably hears all this ruckus, just face in her hand, and just, oh my god.
Oh.
A 17 versus your KAC?
That's gonna hurt.
Does it hit you?
Yeah.
I think Vesk had like something about their fists being lethal weapons. I can't remember.
Yeah, of course they do. Yeah.
Yeah. No, let me see here. Let me just check out.
How convenient.
No, don't you fucking. Let me see here. Yeah, natural weapons. They're always considered lethal. It doesn't count as archaic, and they have their character level. Okay, it doesn't make sense. Okay, but also strength. Okay.
That's a great image.
It's a perfect damage. But yeah, he deals three lethal damage to your face. And then he kind of screams at both of you, like, "Get the hell out of my sight, you drunks!"
Yeah, it's fine. Come on. I then kind of like drag Bolt away, get him to his feet.
"Get out of here. I don't want to see you again." or else you'll get something more deadly than my fist. Vesker not known for their clever use of a language.
I can tell. Alright, and I'll just pull, like, Bolt around the corner. Where Ava should still be.
Yeah.
They kind of, after disposing of the body, which they kind of threw into a dumpster, they kind of just went back to their post and are now, like, discussing the events that transpired just 6 seconds ago. Meanwhile, Jax, you're in this nightclub area with the thump, thump, thump of the nightclub. Let me see here. Let me just get the thump, thump, thump going. Thump, thump, thump. There we go. Okay, so this area. The dimly lit interior of the nightclub is filled with the press of sweaty bodies, a haze of narcotic smoke, and the pounding beat and ululating vocals of Baccarang music blaring from the main stage in the northeast corner of the room. A sinuous bar winds around the northwest corner, offering a variety of drinks and drugs for purchase. Booths line the south wall of the club, facing the main stage in the northeast corner and the crowded dance floor beneath it. Gyrating dancers stand atop 4 smaller stages scattered around the club, one behind the bar, one in the center of the room, and 2 flanking the main stage. Wide double doors marked staff only exit the room to the west. So yeah, you've got the bar over here, you got this main stage over here, and then you've got these booths over on yonder.
We established that that everyone has comm links and that we're all synced up there, or?
Yeah, you're all linked up. Like, you can talk freely, pretty much.
Just checking.
So from the booth here, can I pick up on the Wi-Fi?
No, you feel like you need to get closer.
It's more to the west.
It was in and around this area over here.
Need to use the comm link to contact Jax. Did you have better luck than these 2?
Well, I'm in.
That's better than these 2.
Bolt just hangs his head.
Yes. It's a pity you couldn't join me. There's 3 guys in the back room. I'm not sure I can handle it myself.
Wait, you're not
I did come in there.
That? Oh, damn it.
Damn, Jack's got X-ray eyes.
Well,
yeah,
drow. It's a perk of being drow.
So what's the issue right now?
Well, my X-ray alpha is C. I need to get into the door marked staff only.
Can you not access the Wi-Fi from outside the room?
I tried, but I can't. It's very localized. It appears to be in the staff area.
Are we, like, talking to you through the phone, or is this, like, player talk?
No, this is the comlink.
Okay. Yeah. Do you see any other guards around that are actually, like, from the downsiders?
So you don't see, in this room you're in currently, you don't actually see any guards, but you do see staff, like they're walking to and fro with plates and dishes and drugs. And then you can see bartenders tending the bar.
I was thinking because you kind of look like the rough type of person, since you actually still have your gun with you, you could pass off as one of the downsiders and then get yourself in there. I don't know if your bluff's any good or if you'll need it, but... I think we lost Jax. I think he's dead.
Yeah, I did. I muted myself for some reason. Now, my bluff is not very good, and I'm not the most charming person in the world.
Your voice is breaking up.
I did.
My bluff is not very good, and I'm not the most charming person in the world, so I would not rely on that. Be a wing and a prayer, really.
Is Ava any better?
I wouldn't say it's exactly my crowd, but I'm decent with people. And I have not been spotted, so
Yeah.
I could get in without the problem.
That was the kind of thing I was going with. Because if you can get yourselves in there, you could pass yourselves off as one of their bartenders. I don't know. I mean, it's better to have him with a friend than him on his own.
Yeah.
I mean, I can't see the inside, so I can't give too much of advice. And me and Bolt are pretty much locked out at this point.
There's a bar, there's some booths, there's a stage, there's bartenders, there's a locked door that says staff only. And there's staff people wandering around, and there's people doing people things.
I take it you don't know if the doors are locked or not.
I haven't tried yet. I think they might grow concerned if I did.
Can you, I'm trying to think if we can connect our computers from here. You could just get, like, all you need to do is get your computer in range of the Wi-Fi. If I'm able to, I don't know. Can we connect our computers as of right now?
Like you can connect to the infosphere. You can always do that. It's like that's station wide, but the network that they're specifically using is confined to a very small room, maybe like 15, maybe 45 by 30.
So we can connect our computers on the unsecured network. If you can get your computer into that range, like slide it in or some way without it being detected, after giving me root access to your computer, I can control it with my device, and we can just do it remotely from out here.
Well, so like a chain effect.
When it's not like I can't do that myself.
But it could be an idea that you smuggle your computer in there instead of having to sacrifice yourself if you don't think your face skills are good enough.
So even if you get kicked out, as long as you get your computer in that range without it being detected, we're good. No.
Or we could just go with the fact that you are trying to pass yourselves off as one of the guards since you're still armed. If you're there long enough, and Bolt can control your computer whilst you're currently indisposed by talking to someone, we could get it through that.
I just had a thought. So I seen the desk standing around outside. Can I use holographic image to cast a holographic image on myself, make myself look like the Vesk, and go into the back doing that?
So so you guys scoped out the entire place of the. Oh, do you mean go through the front doors? Because there is no back entrance to the club.
What?
I'm trying to get my head around what you're trying to ask, because there's no back entrance to the club. So
No. I'm gonna stand by the front entrance, cast holographic image of over myself like a
disguise.
Like a disguise, yeah. So I look like the Vesk was guarding the door, and then walk into the back, looking like I belong in this place.
Can you read me or can you link me to holographic image, like what it says verbatim?
Give me 1 second to find the spells again.
It'd be a cool idea if it works. The only issue I see is that somebody sees you casting that on yourself.
Yeah, it's probably just a what you call it, patron. No big deal.
Just blame it on the alcohol and the drugs.
Well, actually, what I did forget to mention is that there is an area near here, this door you can see here. And if you do go through that, you'll actually notice that it's just like a coat check area. And there's nobody there. So
I let myself in.
So just in case, could you grant me root access to your computer?
Yeah, I'll grant him access.
Yeah. We got this.
Just keep an eye on if a new Wi-Fi pops up.
yeah. So what does the spell say?
When you cast a holographic image as a first level spell, produces a purely visual hologram at long range, has no sound, smell, texture, or temperature, can't extend beyond 4 10-foot cubes plus 1 10-foot cube per cast level. Image lasts for as long as you concentrate. You can move the image within the limits of the size of the effect.
Okay.
Wait, that's not going to be long enough to get to the edge of the building, though. How much feet did you say it's in an area?
What it's not in a big area. It's in like a 45 by 30 cube. It almost seems like a back room in the back of the building.
No, I mean for the spell itself, because he said he can move the spell around, but within the area that it says on the spell.
Yeah, but if he's like moving it on top of himself, it's.
Yeah, that's my thought.
No, but you said you when you cast the spell, you can move the image within the pre-designed area that the spell says. What was the size of that spell? Because you said it was so many feet.
4 10-foot cubes plus 1 10-foot cube per level.
So about 40 foot at this point.
50.
Or 50. That's not enough to get from the front to the back, though.
No, yeah, he's right.
Unless you can like cast it one after the other, like you get 50 foot, you cast it again. But I don't know how that would work with like the components, or if you actually need to see the thing or not.
Well, assuming these are 5-foot squares and not 10-foot squares.
Yeah.
Goose said it was 80 foot tall or long, didn't he?
So the entire building is 180 by 80 feet. So it's yeah.
So what's the distance from the coat room to the room he's trying to get to?
So the problem with that is that he has to walk from, if he's at the edge of the coat room, he still has to walk through the door of the coat room. So if we're measuring from there, it's about 60 feet.
So he will need at least 2 casts of it.
Yeah.
If you're allowing him to do it one after the other. Do you have 2 casts of it, Jax?
I do. My last 2 casts for today, but
how long does it last? It's not telling me how long.
It said concentration.
Oh, it's just as long as you concentrate. Okay. Yeah, it's kind of cool. Okay.
Yeah. Super handy.
So yeah, you could definitely try that. How well it goes is kind of, anyone's guess.
All right, well, go big or go home. So I'm trying it.
Okay, go ahead and give me the cast.
Let's cast.
Okay, so you cast it. Okay, so you just cast it in the room, and you just go up to the door, the double doors.
Yeah, and then I'm gonna discreetly recast it there.
Okay, you discreetly recast it there. Give me a, I guess, I think sleight of hand would be the best option there. So give me a sleight of hand check.
Okay. Here's hoping. Well, could have been worse. Oh.
Yeah, so you notice a but you're actually very lucky, because the only person that seems to notice is a drunk out of their mind patron of the bar who starts screaming, and he starts kind of yelling and pointing at your direction, and a person walks up to him and kind of just like tells him to shut the fuck up.
The hologram looks at the drunk patron and shoots him a "please die" look.
Yeah, he seems like, with the combination of your glare and his buddy kind of trying to silence him, he kind of shuts up and walks ashamedly into the crowd. So once you're at the door, do you just knock, or
does the door open? Can I just open it?
No, it does not open.
God damn it! The plan was flawless. Knock very loudly.
I knock as though I'm much larger than I actually am.
Say you forgot your keys. I don't know.
Okay, you knock loudly, and after a couple of minutes of knocking, eventually one of the guards inside apparently takes note, and they walk towards the door and open it, and it's another Vesk. And they kind of crack it open to look at you. Let me see here.
Grunt and thrust my chin at them. Grunt and thrust the hologram's chin at them.
You said the hologram does not make noise, right?
No, but I do.
Yeah.
Jax does.
Yeah. I was just thinking about the voice. So he goes, "What's the matter? You lose your key?"
Yes.
I grunt once again.
"I'm sorry." You're just grunting. "What's that? You lose your voice?" Wait, I'm gonna actually roll to see if he notices that it's it's a hologram or not.
Come on, be non-willful.
Come on, low will.
He has garbage will, so it's literally only dice. Oh. And then he says, "I've known you all my life, and I know you have a tough time speaking to me, kind of opening up, but come on, it's me, old pal."
Me caveman, me want beer.
Yeah, pretty much. "Oh, yeah, I know that voice. You're constipated, ain't you? Happens to the best of us. Don't worry about it. Come on inside. We got a bathroom." And he beckons for you to come inside.
Was he in range yet?
Follow.
And yeah, you walk inside.
I'm gonna beeline for the bathroom. This is obvious in the bathroom over here.
Oh well. Once you do that, he actually goes like, "What are you doing? That's not the bathroom." Well,
what the hell?
So the two guys are actually going to make will saves as well, and we'll see if that what happens. A 15 and a 13. So what was the DC on that?
15.
Okay. So one of them's going to stand up and say, "What the hell?" He doesn't have the same voice. He says, What the hell is that? It's a hologram, eh?" And the android says, "What are you talking about? It's not a hologram. That's your old pal, Johnny Face Smasher." The smaller fellow says, I'm telling you, it's a hologram. And see that weird method he talks by not talking, almost as if he doesn't have a voice. That's convincing.
Assert your dominance. Punch him in the face.
So the let me see, the little man, the human is going to try to convince his android and Vesk friends that you are in fact a hologram.
Does Bolt have access to the Wi-Fi at this point, or?
No, he's still slightly off.
Sidestep, Jax. Sidestep.
So he's going to try to diplomize his friends.
I'm gonna nonchalantly lean against the wall by the door there.
Okay, make me a stealth check for that.
Like I'm bored and waiting for them to sort their shit out.
Let me see here. Ooh, wow. Ooh, ooh, boy. Okay. Okay, so you managed to stealth up there, but it seems like the one gang member has the android convinced that you are in fact a hologram, and the Vesk, he is also convinced that it is in fact a hologram, and he says, "What? I've known you my entire life. Are you telling me you've been a hologram our entire lives? I dated your sister, man. I dated your sister."
His sister was a hologram too. That's why he felt nothing.
Hologram family. And the Vesk is going to rush over and try to grab you.
Keep moving.
You can actually, you actually notice just before he starts to grab you that the Wi-Fi is actually connectable at this point.
Bolt, do your stuff.
Okay.
Drop the computer. Stay there. Do anything. All right.
Yeah, I'm gonna discreetly drop my computer there and sidestep the Vesk's groping paws, I guess.
Okay. Well, the two other members have pulled out their guns and are going to shoot at you. So you are going to have to make me a check. You're going to have to make me an initiative roll, is what I'm trying to say with my words.
Oh boy.
It's still funny if Ava's just staring at you while that's happening. What are you?
Uh-oh.
I take it the nightclub has loud music playing.
Yeah, it's actually
very
very loud. No. It's a thumping and all that kind of stuff. It's a very loud nightclub. You're actually kind of surprised that they even heard your knock, which is a testament to your knocking abilities. But they definitely beat you on initiative, and they are going to pull out their guns and start shooting. So I'm actually going to roll initiative for each of them because this is such a kind of, I don't know, kind of personal. Oops, what the hell?
Oh boy.
I broke the game.
Guys, I might have a little bit of problem here.
Abort.
What happened? Okay, well, never mind. I'm just going to use the same initiative for everybody. Screw it. Because I screwed everything up. Okay, so yeah, they're going to pull out their guns and they're going to fire at you. At 21.
Hits.
A 7. And this Vesk is just going to hit you with their fist. He is very angry and not thinking about it rationally.
I think we're gonna have to clear away, Ava.
Sounds like it.
Bolt's got a
So yeah,
computers.
you take 5 damage from the laser pistol, and then you take.
Pistol didn't actually hit. So
what, the 21?
No, the 7 didn't hit.
Yeah. And then you take 3 damage from the Vesk. And you guys can hear through your comm units this fight going on.
Yeah, I told Ava that me and her are going to have to clear a way for him to get out. Since Bolt's using computers.
So I would like to point out that while I'm being used as a punching bag, I did drop the computer as my reaction to being manhandled.
Man.
Yeah, it's on the floor now.
Okay, good. Because my next plan is the next step of my brilliant plan is to run like hell.
Yeah, I figured.
And then hopefully someone can finish doing the hacking while everybody's distracted by my drow ass running.
Okay, so it is your turn. So what do you do?
I'm going to use my full action to run, which I think means I can move 60.
I think running is more than 60. I'm not sure.
All I know is in Pathfinder it's 4 times.
Yeah, is it not? No, yeah, as you're... Wait.
Jeez.
Yeah, it's 4 times. In a straight line, it says, actually. So it would have to be a straight line, so you can't run.
Just be a double move then.
Yeah.
Yeah,
are we all going on this initiative order?
If you guys want, yeah, absolutely. Like, you can drop in, like... So, I'm not going to have you roll initiative. I'm just going to throw you all behind Jax at this point.
Cool.
Hopefully Bolt has some quick computer fingers.
Yeah, I think I succeeded at the initial check, but it does take time.
Get, yeah. Let me tell you about the time when I impersonated a Vesk.
Oh yeah, so you take an attack of opportunity from the Vesk, who's going to try to punch you again in the face.
Please miss, please miss, please miss.
Ah,
that's a critical hit, and he deals 9 damage to you.
I blame Soren.
Think I'm down.
That's bad.
Yeah, unless I can spend a resolve point to reduce the damage.
I
don't think that's the system, though.
I'm not sure. You can do something with your resolve points, but I can't remember what. If I remember correctly, you can use your resolve point to keep from... let me see.
Going on. It looks like
you can spend resolve points at the start of your turn to heal 1 point, so you can stabilize.
Okay. Well, that's probably what I'm going to be doing next turn then.
There is this thing here. If you are stable and have enough resolve points, or you are knocked unconscious from non-lethal damage. Oh, never mind. Okay, I thought there was something. No, you fall. You fall down.
Yep.
Okay. So, yeah, you fall unconscious here at the feet of this Vesk.
Oh
boy. So what do you guys want to do?
I mean, my DC check succeeded against... I mean, did it succeed? It's a 26 for a computer's check.
Did you... yeah. Actually, yeah, that does succeed against the tier of computer that they have. So you managed to hack into it.
Okay.
Let me see here. The information that you obtain through your hackage.
That requires 3 full turns. I mean, or whatever tier it is, it requires that many full turns for me.
That's pretty brutal. But it's a tier 3 computer. So.
And now I've got it marked on the clock. I've got 1 turn down.
Okay.
I guess this would be turn 2.
Oh, okay. So you're still in the process of hacking it. Okay, you don't have any information yet, then.
Yep.
Okay, so what are you guys going to do in the meantime?
Well, me and Ava have to create a distraction, so hopefully the guys inside come out. Is it possible for me to bluff to make it seem like there's a lot more than 2 of us, so they call for backup from their room?
You can absolutely try that, yeah.
I wonder if you could get the level 21ers to come provide some backup.
That was for fencing. I don't think this would be that.
Come to headquarters with us. Yeah, no.
I'm just gonna double check with Ava if she's fine with this plan.
I mean, I don't know if you have anything better going on, so...
Alright.
I could try to get inside just by myself, but not sure what I can do by myself.
Well, we know there's 3 guys in that room because we heard the conversation. And we know they're either going to kill him outright from what we saw from the guys outside, or we need to get them out of there. So yeah, I'm just going to use bluff to try and make it like... we could go with the idea that we're level 21, that a bunch of us are here on an attack raid or something. Is it just a bluff?
Well, you do have to move a little bit further than you are right now, because right now you're at the end, like you're at the edge of an alleyway, and so you would essentially be shouting this information to them.
Yeah. Well, we can turn around the corner, and well, I don't exactly want them to see me, because if they just see one guy, then they're gonna know it's more just one. So like shoot around the corner or something, like shoot a load of shots.
So do you hop around the corner and start shooting at them?
Well, to the extent where they think there's more than just me.
Yeah, okay. So you and Ava can do that, and then you can try the bluff check.
Alright, how many bullets do you want me to extend?
Use up for me a 1d4. Both of you actually use 1d4 shots.
My 1 bullet sounds like a 10. Well, there you go. Ava picked up slack.
Yeah, she used 4.
Alright.
And then make me a blufferino.
Apparently there's no ammo in my gun. Why is there 0? I had like 7 in this. It might actually be on my Mythweavers. Because I did note down how many shots were in my gun. I'm consciously and passively.
Yeah. Okay, so roll me a bluff check to attempt to make it seem more dangerous than it actually is.
Are there things to assist in these things?
Yeah, you can try to assist him. I can't remember what the DC for assist is, though.
Is it just bluff for me as well?
Like 8 another or something.
Yeah, you have to make a bluff check as well, but I can't remember what. I think that's enough. I can't remember. Yeah, I'll say that's enough, and I'll say that they're sufficiently convinced by your 20 bluff, and you see the Vesk start calling for backup on his lapel jacket, and then I want everybody to roll me initiative. Everybody except for Jax.
If you roll a 10 or higher on your check, you gain a +2 to the person you're helping.
Okay, I broke it again. It's great. I'm the best. Best at breaking.
And yeah, you can't take 10. You have to roll 10 or above, and you give a +2 to the person you're raiding. All right. Initiative.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm at Bolt.
Okay. Nice. So descending. Okay. Okay. So, Ava, it's your turn. And you were actually, you were actually kind of like outside, so you'd have to spend a few movement to get back in here, if you want to do that. Shylock, you're kind of outside, like you're kind of there.
You're around the corner.
Yes.
Sitting on a dumpster.
I got punched twice. I've been in the combat.
Yeah, you're done for the day.
Well, aren't you hacking? I assume that you were around the corner.
I'm still hacking.
Yeah,
That's the whole point of us being here.
I mean, I guess I'm keep doing what I was doing.
Oh man.
Don't really want to show them my face or anything.
Go scientist.
What do you want me to do here?
Out of the house now.
This is hardly my specialty.
This is not my specialty either. I mean, I've already used my specialty and it didn't get me anywhere.
I mean, it kept you alive.
Yeah. It kept me and Bolt alive. I had to save Bolt.
I mean, this isn't even like the neighborhood I'm supposed to be at.
I love sci-fi games for this reason.
Ava is so out of like her death. So do I just do the same thing or what? Roll a d4 to see how many bullets I waste?
Are you like you've now convinced them that there are more of you than there actually are, and now
I can't really do anything from this distance.
I mean, you can still shoot them. It's just very unlikely you'll do so. I mean, it's the same for me.
Sure, I
I don't think I'm gonna hit them ever.
It's like kind of peek behind the covers and try to shoot at the. I mean, does the vest have cover currently? Because of the wall.
No, he does not. Because well, are you still around the corner, or are you in the alleyway?
I mean, I would be like peeking behind the corner of the alleyway, so I can actually theoretically shoot something, but try to be like they can't really actually see who I am.
Yeah, if
just be like a hand with a gun coming after something.
Yeah, if you're behind the alleyway, then yeah, they do have cover. They have as much cover as you do.
I mean, I can't do the thing where I kind of pop out and pop back in after I've taken a shot.
Yeah, I don't know how movement works, but I can't remember. I don't think you can split it up like that.
Yeah, there's a feat to actually let you split it up like that.
Yeah, so you could not move out and pop back in.
What does this do? Well, my shit is close ranged. Yeah, I feel frick it. I'm taking every single minus and trying to shoot at the best I can. I mean, I could crit, I guess. So here it goes. Nope.
Yeah. Okay. So the vest easily dodges your attack.
I guess that's what I can do.
Okay, and it's Carbon.
All right. I'd like to roll bluff again. I want to try and make it out that there's... Well, I want to make it out like I'm calling in a flanking attack from the other side of the alley.
Okay.
Just straight bluff, or do you want me to just shoot some bullets, or...?
I would assume it's just bluff. I just have to read up on the bluff entry.
Trying your ventriloquism skills. You guys go around the other side. You got it, boss.
Yeah, basically, yeah. I throw my voice around the corner. And it might just work like my clever feint. So I'm not gonna roll this just for the information that comes up. But it'd be 10 plus sense motive, or 15 plus half SCR if you want to have a sort of check to go against. I got a 34 on it.
I'm finding the check here. It's like it's dependent on multiple things, but it's also dependent on like its initial attitude towards you, which is like it would be.
He's a drunk.
5.
Well,
is it plus?
Actually, I had a different voice when I was drunk. They might not know it's me anymore. Actually, they can't even see me yet.
Yeah, so it would be 15 plus half, which would be 15, and then plus their attitude, which is still not enough. So you still succeed. So the which were you lying to? Were you trying to bluff the Vesk or the human?
Anyone who was listening, I'll just assume the Vesk because he's closest.
Okay, the Vesk. So he is going to, well, on his turn, but he seems convinced of your lie.
All right.
And so it is their turn. So the Vesk is going to move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And he is going to ready an action for when somebody comes there. He is going to shoot them. The other guy is going to run 1, 2.
Have they called for backup from the inside or not?
Yeah, they did that.
Okay.
They have already done that. But he's going to shoot at Carbon. And that is a 20.
QX2JDV.
Yes.
Pretty sure 20 hit. Oh no, I have more AC because of the. Yeah. Cover be.
It's supposed to be a color. What?
Would cover give me? Well, it when I have a cover of
the
plus
cover,
4.
No, the cover that you have right now is +2.
All right. So I would be at. Is it KAC?
EAC.
EAC. Okay, that'd be 15.
Yeah. Okay, so it hits you for 2 fire damage.
Damn, he's got some good range on him.
Yeah, he's using an azimuth, which is 80 feet.
Oh yeah, 80 feet. Yeah, you got it in there. Stealing my macros. All right. It goes on stamina, doesn't it? The green one.
Yeah, it takes first down your stamina, and then it takes your health.
All right.
So the people on the inside are going to move now.
I'm just gonna turn to Bolt. Hurry up! Hurry up! Hurry up! Hurry up!
Go faster. Do this right, or I can do this wrong.
Okay.
Ava, could you call the police?
Will the police even come here?
Yeah, I was just about to mention that you are on the lower levels of the station, and so there's a much smaller security presence, if at all.
Oh, okay then.
But that would be Shylock's turn, who I assume spent the turn hackering.
Be the third turn, so
The hackerman's. Is this the last turn? This would be the last turn then.
last turn.
Yeah. Okay. Then it's Ayla.
Still can't do any of my cool shit, so I guess I'll try to shoot the guy again.
Okay.
Still with most of my minuses, but hey.
Oh yeah. I forgot to mention Jax at all. So Jax, I'll just say that you went just before Ava. Because you have to start spending your resolve points, and you can also spend a resolve point to get back in the fight.
Okay.
So I'm just checking the rules exactly, but it was... Let me see here. You lose a resolve point each round at the end of your rounds. Okay. But you can stabilize. So if you spend 1/4 of your resolve points, which would be 1 resolve point at this point, then you can stabilize, and then next turn you can get back up.
Okay.
So yeah, just take 1 resolve point off your sheet. Yeah, and then next turn you can spend another one to get back up. Okay, so Ava shot the nearest for 4 lethal.
I mean, if 12 hit him, it's down.
Actually,
I'm
let me.
weight of range.
Yeah, you are out of range. I was just wondering that. So you don't
Yeah.
actually hit. You would have hit, but you didn't. Yeah. Okay. And do you want to do anything else or just stay?
I'm just here.
Then that's Carvin.
I'm pretty sure I'm not going to hit either, so I'm just going to try and aid Ava by using Clever Feint on the guy, and I think he's in range. No, he's not. Okay, I won't be doing that. Do I need any more bluffs, or...?
To do... are you trying to bluff anymore? Are you going to bluff again?
Well, I want to try and take their fire off of us as much as I can.
Yeah. So what are you trying to... it's going to get progressively more difficult to bluff as you lie to them and they realize that it's a lie. So right now is at its easiest still, but it's going to get considerably harder.
I guess I'll just keep bluffing because I'm not going to be able to hit them at this distance with my skills.
Okay.
What can I bluff them with? I've always said there's people around the back. I'll say I'll try and give a command to the people I have on the roof to start aiming down.
The non-existent people you have on the roof.
Hey, they don't know that.
Okay. Okay. Make me a bluff check. So you do not convince them to that there are people on the roof. They do not believe that, unfortunately. But yeah. So that's your turn.
But I can't really do anything with my move, so...
Okay. Then that's their turn. This guy's going to edge a little bit closer and shoot again at Carvin.
How dare you go for the Colonel?
That's 15. That's not going to be enough. Wait, no. Sorry, that's probably going to be enough.
EAC
maybe.
Is 15, yeah.
Yeah, that's with your... That's
with cover, +2.
Oh, okay. Yeah, okay. Yeah, he does hit, and he does 4 damage. And the Vesk, not especially happy that he has been lied to, is going to rush back here, and he is going to shoot at Carvin as well.
I'm having a good day today.
He is actually out of range, so it's going to be considerably more difficult for him. Wow.
Yeah, very difficult.
Holy shit. Yeah. He actually hits a light fixture next to his buddy who's leaning up against the wall, which explodes and sending shrapnel flying towards his buddy, dealing 1 damage to him.
Does the Vesk know he's done this?
Yeah, he realized that he
it.
shot the light fixture. Okay, so then the people on the inside are going to move. 3, 4, 5, and 6, and he's going to pull out his gun. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They're going to shoot at... Well, you see them conversing, and then the Vesk points at Carvin, and the bandit shoots at Carvin.
Not the face! No, not the face!
That is a 16. Yeah, it's a 16 versus EAC.
Yeah, that's definitely... I'm only on 15, because the... is it the red bar?
Are you... Yeah, the red bar is HP.
Alright.
And then the android. 1, 2, 3, 4.
God damn it, Soren. Why did you not to be here?
Seriously.
And he's going to shoot at Carvin also, but he's incredibly unlikely to hit. Let me see. Fucking hell.
Incredibly unlikely to hit, you say?
That.
Yeah.
The minus
You
4.
say that, but...
Say,
Yeah, even on 20 it hits me. All right.
No, because he gets additional minuses because he's shooting through 2 of his buddies. That's. Let me see. It's
Well, EAC is still only 15.
Yeah, but he only gets a 14 because he's firing through 2 allies.
Oh, that's stacked?
I think so. I'm not sure.
I'll say in Pathfinder it doesn't.
Oh, then it doesn't stack, and he gets an 18, and he hits you.
Yeah, I took 3. I'm down to 3 health.
Okay. It is Shylock's turn.
Are you done? Come on, man. Let me go.
Other question is there a firewall protecting the info that we need?
Don't say that, Paul.
Well, now that you mention it...
I really hope not, because that's even harder.
No, there's not a firewall protecting the info. You have they are not especially tech savvy, so you have gained access to the sensitive info. And you copy the file onto a file on your drive that's marked secret info.
I've got it.
But yeah, you have the info.
Can he look up one piece of information very quickly for me?
He could. I
Okay.
guess if you can say that to him, you can ask him.
Can you get up anything about Face Smasher? Because I want to see if I can bluff my way out of this.
Face Smasher, alright.
Yeah, the Face Smasher guy, the Vex. Because we got his name for the comms.
Yeah.
Make me a computers check, I guess. If that's what you're going to spend your turn doing.
Oh shit. Well, wait, hold on, time out. Do I already get the information that I've been trying to get?
Yeah, you have all the info that you already is that your turn? Does it take your turn to do that? Was this a turn you needed to spend in action to do that?
Well, last turn should be when he was finished with the thing. This turn he should be free to do what he wants.
That's what I thought. So yeah, I guess you have the information and you can also do other stuff now.
Cool. Alright, if that's what you want me to spend my time doing.
It's the only thing I've got. It's the only name I have. I want to try and do something that makes him stop fighting.
You find his Facebook page, and you have his
Status is complicated.
Oh God damn it! Does he have any family?
You go to his wall and it says. Let me see. It says this info is restricted to friends of Fishmasher only.
I thought you hacked him. God damn it!
But if you make me if you make me another computers check, you might be able to get past it.
All right.
Oh wow! You managed to force him to be your friend on Facebook. Yeah, so you're now friends on Facebook, and you can see some of his family members.
Is there anything close? Anything I can work with that we can say we have a hostage as?
I'm just gonna start shouting out the names.
He's got he's got an elderly Vesk mother who lives on level 21.
Are they close? Do they have pictures of each other?
You don't know. It's Facebook. If I go on Facebook and I look at myself and somebody else, I could not tell if we were close. So you don't know, but you do know that he has a mother on the station.
Okay, that's the only thing I can work with. I'll try and say we have his mother or something.
Is there a video?
Of his last birthday.
No. Yeah, it's a video of a large Vesk with a comically small party hat, and he's blowing out a candle. No, there's no video. There are no pictures. You just have the info.
I was like, I'd send it to your comm link. You just Yep, I give you the info of the old Nana.
All right, I'll try and bluff with that next turn.
Okay, well, Jax, it's your turn now, and you can spend a resolve point to get back on your feet.
All right, so I'm back on my feet.
Okay, so that's your resolve point. And you now have 1 HP, and you need to take a move action if you want to stand up.
I use my move action to stand up then.
Okay, you have a standard and swift left.
Well, I'm gonna use my standard for moving then.
Go ahead.
Okay, I think that's about as far as I can move.
Okay, then it's Ava's turn.
You're going to want to get into cover.
Which Vex are you trying to bluff?
Huh? Sorry?
Who are you going to use your bluff thing for?
On the Vex, I'm going to say that I have his mother.
Which guy?
The bottom
There's
one.
two Vexes.
The bottom one,
The
the red
guy
one.
who was at the door. Okay,
Yes.
that's beautiful.
That should
I'm gonna
be...
try something really weird. I have no idea if this is going to work or if this is how it's supposed to work, but hey.
Don't worry, Ava. Weird is my thing.
Trying some new things. Going to try to use telepathic message on the Vex that was inside and who was like, "Have you been a hologram all my life?" kind of deal. Going to send him a telepathic message to it. Your friends are not who you think they are. Trying to maybe bluff or something to confuse him. I don't know.
Okay, make me a very difficult bluff check. It's going to be like it's the same as the Vesk is going to be next turn. It's a DC 25 bluff check.
Up. I don't have enough bluff for that then. I literally don't have enough bluff then.
No, then you can try to do something else because like it's going to be very hard to convince him that his friends that he has known are not his friends.
I mean, I still want to kind of do the telepathic message thing to confuse him somehow, but I don't know what to do here. Can I instead try to use kind of the same deal to just this guy as like behind you?
Well, I was gonna say, could you do aid another on me again for my check?
I mean, yeah, I can do.
Is that allowed, Goose?
To do what?
Basically, I want Ava to help me use my bluff against the face smasher guy when I basically say I have his mother in like our custody.
Yeah, make me a bluff. Make me a bluff check, actually.
Yeah, she'll need above 10 to give me a +2.
Yeah, so you pretty much you open up Photoshop in your and you Photoshop an image of his elderly mother kind of tied up with a bag over her head, and it looks pretty convincing. And you sent that.
That's brutal.
I mean, you're bringing her real life skills into this now.
So yeah, do you want to do anything else?
I mean, I assume that takes my action, so no. I don't really need to move anymore.
Then that's Carbon.
Alright, with this now very good evidence, I'm gonna bluff Face Smasher to basically tell him that we have captured his mother, and if he wants his mother to get out of this alive, that they will put their weapons down.
Okay. Okay.
+2 to that, so 20.
Yeah, but that's 20, but that's still not enough. He does seem very distracted by this information. He doesn't seem entirely convinced, but he still seems like he's I wouldn't say he's buying it, but he's still kind of like he's super worried about his mother because he apparently cares a lot about her. So
maybe move away from that fire line.
Yeah. And after that, I'm going to use my move to get away because I'm almost dead. Can I get around the corner?
Yeah, you can definitely get around the corner.
Alright, I'm going to get around the corner, and Bolt just sees me bleeding profusely. Oh god, what's that thing you got? I didn't know we hired replicators on this job. Oh god, no, it's going inside my wounds!
Okay, so you're behind the corner. It's their turn now. And with the Vesk is going to he seems very conflicted, but he's still going to fire at you. But he's going to get a penalty because he's so
Oh, man.
distracted. He's so distracted by this disturbing information that may or may not be true. But he's going to try to fire at you. 16 minus 4 minus... No, okay, that's not enough to hit. But then everybody
what
else
is it?
It's a 10.
Okay, then it's fine.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. He is also going to shoot at you. And that's going to be that's a -2. That's a 10 as well. Wow, they're missing everything. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, and he is also going to shoot at you.
Okay,
are you kidding me? What the fuck?
Oh, congratulations.
What is happening?
I have... Okay, well, I still got
He was
2 more
lucky
guys.
alive.
2, 6, and he's going to shoot as well.
Okay.
There we go. That's the thing.
I shouldn't have said anything. God damn it!
Oh man. And he deals 8 damage, and then he does burn on you, which is your clothes start light.
Oh god.
Yeah, so your clothes are pretty much on fire now, and you also take 8 damage. At the beginning of your round, you're also going to take more damage from your clothes being on
the
fire.
green bar and then the red bar. Okay.
3, 4, 5, and 6. And he is also going to shoot.
Are there windows to this club?
No, there are no windows. It's essentially just a metal box.
Oh, okay.
There's a very small ventilation shaft which a tiny or small creature might be able to get through. And
if only we had a mechanic who had a drone.
He hits for 5 damage. So that's that. So it's Shylock.
It's running time. It's Ava Silla.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I don't know how much the burning will do, but for now...
Yeah, I think it's just running time.
It's Jack's status.
Gonna stick around.
He's up and walking. Hopefully he's going to be out next turn, because he can double move.
That's the goal. I will be running as fast as my little legs will take me.
I mean, their focus is over at us, so hopefully he can get behind them and just go the opposite direction or something.
Yep.
I should probably set up defensive maneuver then. I'll draw out my weapon, my stun gun, and
that's not running.
Hey, get out of here!
Like we're running straight up 4 times as quick as speedrunner.
I will also point out that you can use a standard action to put out Ava.
That's a good idea. Then I will instead.
I don't think you actually even need to roll for it. You just put her out.
But there are 5 guys there with guns. I don't know if you want to spend an action getting rid of fire or running away from the 5 guns.
Down right.
So what do you do?
Ava. I'll move to wherever I gotta go to put her out.
Okay. Yeah, you have to go here, but you are in the line of sight of the guys. So they can see you.
Well, all for a good cause.
Okay. And you put Ava out. She is no longer on fire. Then that'll be Jax.
Okay, so I'm going to double move.
Go ahead. Is the door locked?
Not anymore. Okay, I think that's about as far as I can get.
So I'm assuming you're trying to stealth in such a way that, well, actually, make me a
Stealth
I would
check.
think they're. I don't know. I think they're all very focused on.
They're also
Make me a-
shooting a
make-
lot of guns.
Yeah. You have such a high circumstance bonus anyway,
Make
so
me a-
it's not actually. It's not necessary for you to roll a stealth.
Yeah.
They're too preoccupied with
that's-
the others.
That's good because I didn't roll very well.
Okay, so you move there. It's Ava's turn, and Ava, you take.
No, I'm not on fire anymore.
You take your turn. Is what I was about
Yeah.
to say. God.
Thank you. I'm getting out of here.
Please do.
You did
I
good,
don't
soldier.
belong here. Why am I even with you guys?
You want to be a Starfinder? This is what it's all about.
I wanted to discover new things, not fight some random gangs.
Going on fire and losing blood is new things. At least for you. And me.
We're all learning.
I mean, if I wanted those things, I would have just stayed at home, I suppose. But, you know, I'm getting out of here. I'm running. Fuck this shit, I'm out.
Okay. Okay. So let me.
Thanks,
see.
Sci-Fi. I'm out.
So
Thanks, Kay. Bye.
Okay, thanks, bye.
Wanted to
Yeah.
be Starfinder people.
We need a spaceship. When we get our
Why
spaceship,
did
we
I-
can come back here and blow this place up. It's fine.
Why did I think this was a good idea?
okay. Well, that's Carvin's turn now.
Can they get round the corner and shoot at us in one turn or not?
Let me see here. 6. No, none of them can do so. That's not possible right now.
Alright, then I'm just gonna book it.
Okay.
I'm gonna run as quick as my feet will take me, trying to keep the blood inside.
Okay, so essentially you manage to outrun them because you're at a point where you can run to safety. Like you can run to like a nearby. There's not exactly a police station, but there's a place with like one security guard, or like you can run into a bank. Like you can run to safety, so you essentially plop, disappear.
All I see is black. This is not a good thing.
Yeah, that's your new life. Welcome to your new life. Okay. Then that's Shylock's turn.
I go on the comms. Jax, what is your status?
Wait, no, sorry. I think I skipped all my guys.
Yeah, I
But-
wasn't going to tell you just because.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, I forgot all my guys, and they are going to shoot at Shylock.
Here it comes.
Um,
I was just a drunk robot from like 5 minutes ago. I don't know what's happening.
well, now you're part of this.
I know.
If you had
Gee.
stayed hidden, you might not have died, but Ava probably would have.
You go out, you put a lady out on who's on fire, just put her out, and then all of a sudden you're in a gang war. Just a tentacle.
We've kind of
Jesus.
taken like the same spot Carvin was at, so you'd at least have some cover.
Okay, this guy misses
Oh.
Touch me.
terribly.
Keep it going.
This guy.
Oh,
Wow.
But you can.
Wow, that's bad. Okay, and you are in cover from I think everybody actually. No, you're in cover from everybody but this guy. So this guy's going to roll. It's a 17 minus 2. It's a 15 versus EAC.
Just hits.
Yeah, so you take 2 damage. This guy, a 23, which hits for 5 damage. And this last guy, who
Oh
misses.
wow.
Oh man. So you're still alive.
Oh yeah.
thank God. Tentacle Jesus.
Could be worse.
Okay, so now it's your turn, and you can actually do the same as Carvin, which is just run to safety.
I've got to know. I just my person. I have to check. Jax, what's your status?
Ow.
Exit building to your right. Exit building to your right.
Yeah, I'm doing it. I'm a pain, but I'm doing it.
No!
Yeah, so you get to about there. No, actually, you can't run to safety, not just yet, because they're about to shoot you again. But next turn you will be able to. One of them's about to shoot you again.
Enough.
So Jax, you can run to safety, however, because they are not focusing on you in any way, shape, or form.
Whee!
No, he said you could run away, not go to the toilet. You've already done that in the nightclub.
Okay, so that's Ava's turn. And you can also run to safety.
Yeah, I'm gonna go.
Okay, and you poof to safety. So this is the...
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
Let me see. He can't get over this crap, nor can... No, they can't either. And this guy cannot. So it's this one guy who's going to shoot you once. For 3 damage.
Damn it.
And then it's your turn, and you book it out of there.
Whew! What a day.
So you guys survived that. Wow. That. You definitely, Jax would definitely have been murdered if he had been left in there.
Yeah.
That is what I was thinking when I saw them do the stuff outside.
Yeah.
Everything was going so well there. So well.
Was it?
Like, that was literally the only rolls I could survive because my AC is shit.
I think we're at the same HP because I only have 3. It looks like you have about 7.
Yeah, I have 3 HP. Yeah, but my AC, both EAC and KAC, are like they're shit. I have
So
11
am I.
and 12.
I've got like 1 point higher in both.
I was like, no matter how many minus they have, they're gonna hit me. Oh shit, they're all on the 10? What?
So, Soren, you look pretty healthy for a guy who's just been sitting around.
Tell me that we got what we needed to come here. Get.
Well, we got
Yes,
the guy's
please
mother.
tell.
You know about the mother. That's all you need.
Yes,
Yeah, actually, when
please
you...
tell me we actually have what we came there for.
Well, so the thing is, somehow when you were saving that Photoshop file, you accidentally overwrote the information.
How did I cover the text file with a picture?
It's technology is super weird in the
That's
future.
not how it works.
It regressed in the future.
Yeah, it got worse. They fucked it up with magic and shit.
For some reason, I just made it a PDF instead of like a picture file.
Yeah.
What the fuck is wrong with me?
Okay, but yeah, so you guys are. I assume you guys retreat back to the. I actually forgot to transition from your from the inn because it being a nightclub and all, you would have had to wait until like 1 a.m. to actually get there. So it's about 2 a.m. right now, and you guys are back at the Moons of Sleep, and it's a very quiet atmosphere inside the bar because there's not a lot of people up at this hour.
I apologise to any attendants who see us dragging blood onto the carpet.
They kind of go like Starfinders and just continue mopping. And you guys head back into the soundproof kind of booth.
What's the healing item called?
It's called a Serum of Healing Mark 1.
I'm gonna look to Bolt, and hopefully you can understand me through the blood. Bolt, do you understand our physiology? Can you put it back in?
Yes, I can. He pulls out a med patch.
Ah, I did buy med patches. Yes.
Yeah. Is there here who's trained in.
I have antitoxin, but I'm not poisoned.
I have medicine. If that's what it needs.
Slap a med patch on my
Have the equipment
person. And let it do its thing.
Does anyone have a medical kit?
I have a med patch.
Mostly surprised if Ava doesn't have a medical kit.
I'm a scientist, not a doctor.
Fair enough.
I mean, I was going for a doctor, but...
I'm a scientist, not a miracle worker.
Yes, exactly.
Alright, well, how many
know
med
medicine,
patches do we have between?
Okay, so
I'm gonna stop by the drugstore and pick up a serum of healing Mark 1. Do like 2 of them.
yeah, aren't they? They're 50
Anything
apiece,
open
right?
2 a.m.?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay, so with a med patch, you can use medicine to restore hit points once every 24 hours, and it's based on
Long-term care.
It's the long-term care. Let me see. You can use medicine to provide long-term care. It's gonna take a day or more, of course. It requires a medical lab or medical bay on a starship.
Does it? Dang.
Which you have neither.
Which is why I'm buying the serum of healing on my way back to the hotel.
I might have a thing for that. Hang on.
But you can treat deadly wounds, which allows you to restore 1 hit point per level or CR of the creature. It depends on the equipment used. Let me see here.
Yeah, I think we need to buy a medical kit for that.
Yeah, but where does it say the DC? God, I can't find that.
It says dependent on the equipment.
I know that.
Medical expert.
I'm trying to determine the DC, but it's not like they don't point me in the direction. They just say it depends on the equipment, and then they don't say like
the medical kit or whatever down in like equipment. All right, I'll be right back.
How long will we be spending in this booth? Because I'd like to just spend some resolve points to heal my stamina.
Yeah, you can back to the Moons of Sleep.
You're in the Moons of Sleep in a private booth.
I can heal 1 hit point per 10 minutes. I just want to know how long we're here.
I'm heading back to my room. I'm slamming some serum of healing and going back to my room.
Yeah, like you can do whatever you want. So you can go back to your room and just slam serums and heal as you will.
Well, I'm taking one.
How much is the serum of healing?
50 credits.
15.
50. 50.
50. Oh.
So like a potion.
Okay.
Yeah. Heals 1d8 hit points.
Don't you heal from sleeping or?
I think that's the regular rest deal.
Yeah.
So it's just our level, so 1.
We have the
you can use your resolve points to restore your stamina, but then you need to use, I think, time and medkits and medicine and other stuff to heal your HP.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do we have can we get access to medkits within the 24 hours? Tonight, if possible.
I mean, like, yeah, you can get a medkit. It's not hard. Like, you can go to the drugstore and they're just like, you want a medkit? Here you go.
How exactly does a med patch work?
I have no idea. I'm not, like, I can't determine it. I've gone to both the
med
medicine.
patch just gives you +10 to your DC for it, and the DC is like 10 plus level or something.
It's very specific, though. The med patch works only on specific things, and that long-term care and treat deadly wounds are not those things.
I have a feat called Medical Expert. Says you can use the medicine skill in conjunction with a med patch or spray flash to treat deadly wounds as a full action.
Sweet. Are the medic.
I'll call you Bones.
Don't you dare.
Why not?
Damn it. Damn it, Jim. I'm a doctor, not a medical.
What does a medical kit cost? I'm going to it.
100 credit.
And you can also use the medicine skill to provide long-term care with just a medkit.
Oh wow, that's actually super useful. That means that you can use your you can do that, but I think it's still a DC like 30. Check. Let me see.
30, really?
I think so.
Yeah, DC of 30. It's a long-term care of a medical lab, medical bay on a starship, which we don't have.
But I think you can, I think you can take 20 on. Nope, you can't take. They specifically mentioned that you cannot take 20. Okay, fine. Okay. But yeah, you can make a long-term. Yeah, you can try the check.
You got 10 or more?
Nope.
So yeah, you can have up to 6 patients, and you have to make a check on each of your patients at each day to determine their rate of healing. But it's still super useful.
If the DC is 30, none of us can reach it right now.
Oh, okay. Well, never mind then.
So if we can treat deadly wounds, which I think is a lower DC, but I gotta look up the equipment.
Yeah, it's I think it's, I don't know.
We'll find it. Let's see.
It just says medicine, doesn't say anything about items for deadly wounds.
Medicine skill in conjunction with a med patch or spray flash.
Basic medkit allows you to attempt a DC 25 medicine check to treat deadly wounds.
There you go then.
Yeah.
And if you succeed, you restore 1 hit point per level or CR. So 1. And if you succeed by 5 or more, you add your intelligence to the amount healed.
I mean, I can just about be 25, but I can't go much higher than that.
I will try to get you up, Ava, since you are...
Can we do aid another?
I don't see why not.
Well, I would like to aid another to help people medicine so that they can medicine me to give me hit points. Can I even use it? I can't even use it. It's trained only. Sorry.
Assist Ava then.
Do we have the equipment we need for that?
I thought Bolt just got a medkit.
Okay.
And you can perform this stuff with a med patch as well?
Isn't the med patch just a plus 10 to your medicine check?
Your ability grants you the ability to use it. Wounds?
Well, here's the fate.
Check it out. Should probably get this too. I never will. Never mind.
Is it med dash patch? How is it spelled?
Just med patch.
One word.
Or one word?
One word.
Okay.
Here. Yeah.
Yep. You can use it in conjunction with a med patch. So the med patch to apply to a thing that it wouldn't normally apply to.
Allows you to attempt a medicine check untrained with a plus 10 circumstance bonus. But only for first aid, long-term stability, treat disease, treat drugs, or poison tracks. So it's not for deadly wounds.
But her feat allows her to do that.
Oh, the feat allows her to do it, yeah. It says attempt a medicine check untrained for +10 circumstance, but the +10 still apply even though she is trained?
That would make sense.
I mean, if that's pretty much the only thing MedPatch is for, then why would it mention it on my feed if I couldn't?
Expensive.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm reading it right now. It looks like it's a one-time use since it's all-in-one disposable, so it's one check.
How much is a MedPatch?
50. I have one. Jax has one, so we can pass them off to
Jax
you.
has 2.
So we have 3 in total.
We can buy more. I can buy more.
It's not like they're hard to get a hold of.
If we're stopped at an apothecary anyway to buy some, whatchamacallit, the other things. Like, yeah.
What was the Jax, when you rolled a D8, what was that?
I was using my serum of healing.
And what does that cost 50 and the patch costs 50?
Yeah, they cost the same.
Why don't we just buy the serums then? Because the serum's just straight up healing of a D8. Like, the patch is not going to help us that much, because at most it's going to give us free HP if you do the long-term healing.
Well, the benefit of the patch is that you can apply the patch to other people, whereas the other person, if they're unconscious, they can't take the serum.
I'm saying for right now, the serum would be better.
Oh, yeah, for right now, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we should just get a serum each. So it'll just be 50, and then we just all roll a D8 to heal ourselves.
Yeah.
I'll do that. I'll take 50 out of my credits.
Yeah, I'll buy one as well.
Well, I'm going to sleep for 8 hours and recover 1 hit point.
Oh wow, I heal for 4. Resolve comes back when you've slept, doesn't it?
Yes, resolve comes back after you slept.
Right.
After you've taken an 8-hour rest.
Yeah, so can I use my resolve to get 5 stamina, then sleep? Or how does stamina come back? Does that come back when I sleep as well?
No, stamina. I think stamina regenerates. So the way the system is supposed to work is stamina is just supposed to be a mechanic in which, like, you're avoiding attacks essentially. How long you can go with the punches, and your resolve is allowing you to catch your breath. So your stamina, I think, regenerates just wholly after 8 hours.
Okay, I guess we'll rest because we're back here.
Yeah, so because you could essentially just right now go, I'm going to take a short rest, and I'm going to use all of my resolve points to regenerate my stamina. And then just go to sleep to get all your resolve back, so you essentially just get back, all your stamina.
All right.
I don't know if it made sense as I explained that. Okay. Yeah.
Yes. So stamina doesn't return by sleeping, or because I have more stamina than I have resolve.
Here we go. You can regain all your stamina points by spending 1 RP and taking 10 uninterrupted minutes of rest. So if you spend 1 resolve point and take 10 minutes, you get all your stamina.
Okay.
It's essentially just you catch your breath.
Okay then. I'm also going to use my once a day ability to heal myself for basically to be at full health.
Well, I'm missing like 3 hit points, but I'll get
I would
one of
be
those back
missing
from
one.
sleeping.
Yeah, I would be missing 1 after sleep, so I'm just gonna heal myself so I'm at full.
Yeah, I'll just be missing 2 when I wake up, so it should be fine.
Okay, so yeah, you guys just go to sleep and regain some of your hit points, and wake up. And you wake up to Soren having rested, and he's feeling a lot better. And I'm going to pretty much call it there because I have to go and do some school-related stuff.
All right.
Ready.
So